Hello and welcome to Daily Debrief from the Bangkok Post, your weekday summary of the day's most popular stories. Here are the top stories on February 23rd, 2022. The most popular story today is a story about government to reassess test and go measures. The government will wait out whether it will scrap the second RT-PCR test for overseas arrivals under the Test and Go scheme. Tourism and Sports Minister said the second RT-PCR test required by the Test and Go scheme should be scrapped by March. The Test and Go program for fully vaccinated travelers resumed at the beginning of this month, with travelers required to take 2 tests, one on the first day of arrival and another on the 5th. But there will be no need for the test because infections are spreading mostly among locals, while imported infections are relatively low. The Tourism Authority of Thailand will propose a relaxation of entry requirements by replacing the second test with an antigen test kit. If the proposal is approved, the new rule will be applied from next month. Moreover, various tourism business operators, as well as the Thai Hotel Association, have called on the government to cancel its policy on conducting repeated RT-PCR COVID-19 tests on foreign tourists during the first and 5th day of their stay, which add costs to travelers and burden to hoteliers. The second trending story is called Tourism Operators Slam Level 4 Announcement. The tourism operators have trashed the government announcement increasing the COVID-19 alert to Level 4, insisting state policies should enable people to live with the virus instead of limiting travel activities. Most business operators are ready to comply with the new rules, but will not agree if the government imposes strict lockdown measures again. President of the Tourism Council of Thailand said the new COVID-19 alert will increase anxiety among people and inconsistency in business operations as demand fluctuates. The new alert encouraging people to avoid non-essential inter-provincial travel is no different from the previous semi-lockdowns, which also impacted the industry. He said, Thailand can learn from other countries that allow people to live normal lives and simultaneously rebound from the crisis. The second hottest story is a story about COVID costs still covered. The government has decided to delay a plan to remove COVID-19 treatments from the list of conditions covered by the Universal Coverage for Emergency Patients Scheme, or UCEP scheme, as the number of new infections continue to rise. Speaking after yesterday's cabinet meeting, Deputy Prime Minister and Public Minister Anutin Charnvirakul said he asked the cabinet to postpone the plan indefinitely. Mr. Anutin said that the government and the Public Health Ministry wants to reassure the public that the COVID-19 patients will be well looked after. With infections soaring, the ministry has to adjust and has decided to extend the UCEP coverage for COVID-19 patients further. Under the UCEP scheme, patients can seek treatment at any medical facilities free of charge for 3 days, after which they will be transferred to a hospital where their state welfare and health insurance scheme is registered. However, the government had recently announced that starting on March 1st, COVID-19 treatments would no longer be covered, except for those patients in critical conditions. But this change has been delayed as mentioned earlier. And that's all from us for now. Thanks for listening to the Bangkok Post, the world's window to Thailand. Stay tuned for more. Be sure to keep up with all the latest news on BangkokPost.com website. Until next time, see you tomorrow. Bangkok Post, out.